I'm Leslie Howard. I'm your narrator for Sanibel Dreams, the first book in the Shell Seeker Beach series by Hope Holloway. You are going to find so much heart in this book. There's grief, there's love. It gets me thinking about what we can mean to other people, about how special we can be to others and help others. It makes me think about family and what is family and how important it can be. And it all takes place in this beautiful piece of heaven on earth, Sanibel Island, which is magical. So, without further ado, I'm going to read you a sample. I'm here in my booth where I work my magic. I have my crystals like Teddy in the story. Teddy is one of the main characters and she's in our sample. She has lived on Sanibel Island her whole life and she's this kind of new age healer, caretaker kind of person. And we also have Eliza, whose husband and father recently died, and she's trying to figure out what to do with her life. So here we are at the gazebo. Oh, Eliza drew back at the sight of a classic 8-sided structure, painted white with a dark gabled roof latched to the posts with decorative corbels. She'd been so engrossed in the conversation and watching her steps in the shell-covered sand that she hadn't seen it. But how could she miss it? The gazebo sat up like it was on a small rise in the sand, with a stone path leading to it, and 2 steps up to get inside. Lit only by moonlight, it looked inviting and whimsical and utterly charming. "This is wonderful," Eliza exclaimed as she stepped inside and turned. "It reminds me of that delightful I Am 16 scene in The Sound of Music. Go ahead, songstress. Give us a tune." Oh, if only she could. Not tonight. This is really pretty. Eliza walked to one of the benches and gazed out at the now black Gulf of Mexico. "I love how it's on higher ground and gives you such an incredible view." "Because it's built on a Calusa Indian sacred mound," Teddy said. "Do you know that for a fact? My mother found a treasure trove of arrowheads out here once, some hundreds and hundreds of years old. There are mounds like it all over Florida, some for burial, some just so they could have the advantage of being able to see the enemy coming. Some were temples." "And this one?" Eliza asked. "We don't know what its purpose was, but if you spend enough time here, you'll know it's special. My mother found one arrowhead with an image of a crown carved into it, so she was convinced this was built for the Calusa king, called the Paramount. He was believed to have supernatural ties to the heavens." Eliza smiled, stroking her hand over the scarred wooden railing, imagining a warrior chief standing on the mound, watching for enemies approaching, or gazing up at the stars. "Do you believe that's true?" "I know that when I sit here at night, I can track the stars," Teddy said. "And no matter where I sit, depending on the time of year, I get a perfect sunset view, which is unusual on our east-west island. That's actually south." She pointed toward the Gulf. "So you have to look up the beach for a sunset most of the year. But one of the gazebo seats always faces the sunset and the stars." "That's very cool," Eliza mused, settling on one of the benches that lined the octagonal walls. "Even cooler?" Teddy grinned. "It's an honesty house." "Excuse me?" "People tell the truth when they're in here. It's inevitable. You'll see." So there we are. Watch for this. It's lovely. I hope you enjoy it too. Have a great day. Be well. Peace, love, happiness. Bye.